One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. You ought to be thankful a whole heaping lot, for the places and people you're lucky you're not. I speak for the trees have no tongues. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. So we sat in the house. All that cold, wet day. My shoe is off. My foot is cold. I have a bird I like to hold. Nothing is going to change, unless someone does something soon. For a host, above all, must be kind to his guests. Kid, you'll move mountains. Gray day. Everything is gray. I watch, but nothing moves today. He should not be here, said the fish in the pot. He should not be here when your mother is not. Not here, not there, not anywhere. Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is what it will become. The more you read, the more things you will know. If I were invited to a dinner party with my characters, I wouldn't show up. And what would you do if you met a jibboo? Fiction is my addiction. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. A wasn't just isn't. He just isn't present. But you are you. And, now isn't that pleasant? In my world, everyone's a pony and they all eat rainbows and poop butterflies. Only you can control your future. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win 'cause you'll play against you. You can get help from teachers, but you are going to have to learn a lot by yourself, sitting alone in a room. So the writer who breeds more words than he needs, is making a chore for the reader who reads. Think and wonder, wonder and think. Whatever that means. It must mean, act swiftly, awesome pachyderm. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues. To the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. It's not about what it is, it's about what it can become. I know, up on top you're seeing great sights, but down here at the bottom we, too, should have rights. There's no limit to how much you'll know, depending how far beyond zebra you go. He who makes a beast out of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man. I like nonsense, it wakes up the brain cells. Things may happen and often do to people as brainy and footsy as you. You are you. Now, isn't that pleasant? Sometimes you will never know the value of something, until it becomes a memory. When he worked, he really worked. But when he played, he really played. Oh, the things you can find if you don't stay behind. And the turtles, of course. All the turtles are free, as turtles and, maybe, all creatures should be. Today I shall behave, as if this is the day I will be remembered. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. I like nonsense, it wakes up the brain cells. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. A person's a person, no matter how small. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. It's a way of looking at life through the wrong end of a telescope. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Think left and think right and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. Today was good. Today was fun. Tomorrow is another one. If things start happening, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along and you'll start happening too. All alone. Whether you like it or not, alone is something you'll be quite a lot. From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. I meant what I said and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. Adults are just obsolete children and the hell with them. Remember me and smile, for it's better to forget than to remember me and cry. They say I'm old-fashioned and live in the past, but sometimes I think progress progresses too fast. You'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut. If you never did, you should. These things are fun and fun is good. And will you succeed? Yes indeed. Yes indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Just tell yourself, ducky, you're real quite lucky. Words and pictures are yin and yang. Married, they produce a progeny more interesting than either parent. I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny. It's opener, out there, in the wide, open air. Today is your day, your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. I meant what I said and I said what I meant. You are you, that is truer than true. You have to be a speedy reader because there's so much to read. Fill your house with stacks of books, in all the crannies and all the nooks. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. It is better to know how to learn than to know. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Oh, the things you can think. It all began with a shoe on the wall. A shoe on the wall shouldn't be there at all. Everything stinks till it's finished. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. You have to be odd to be number one. Try them, and you may. Try them and you may, I say. My trouble was I had a mind but I couldn't make it up.